Hello and welcome. Sometimes the most important teachings are the simplest ones, but they're also the most challenging, right? Today, we're going to dig into one of those. It's a real cornerstone of our faith, just a single idea that has the power to totally reshape our lives, and even our world. So let's get started on this journey together, and really explore what it means to build a life on this foundation of neighborly love.
And here it is, really the heart of everything we're talking about today. It's from the New Testament, from the Gospel of Matthew, the words of Jesus himself, love your neighbor as yourself. This is huge. It's presented as the second great commandment, and it's totally tied to the first one, loving God with everything you've got. This call has been echoing for centuries. Think about it. It's so simple a child can get it, but it's so profound that it literally takes a lifetime to even begin to live it out.
Okay, so what does that actually mean for us, right here, right now? Our world is complicated, it's divided, and we're about to see that this commandment, it's not just a nice little suggestion to be kind to people. No, it's way bigger than that. It's actually a pretty radical vision for our whole society. It's like a blueprint for building a world based on justice and peace.
And this is where that call to love really steps out of our private lives and, right into the public square. This is the absolute foundation of what we call Catholic social teaching. And what is that really? Well, it's the Church's living, breathing way of taking the gospel and applying it to the big, tough issues we all face. We're talking economics, politics, human rights, you name it. It's why the Church talks about things like the dignity of work or the right to a fair wage. Because, that's how we love our neighbor in a tangible way. It's this incredible framework for building a world that's genuinely more just and compassionate.
So as you can see, loving our neighbor it's not a passive thing at all. It's an active, world-building force. It really is the bedrock, the foundation that we're supposed to build everything on, our families, our communities, even our nations. It's all about creating a society where every single person is treated with the dignity they deserve, and where peace isn't just, a time when nobody's fighting. No, it's the active presence of justice for everyone. That right there is love in action.
But let's be real for a second. As beautiful as all this sounds, living it out? Man, that's not always easy, is it? So now let's kind of shift gears and look inward at the human heart. Let's talk about the very real struggle that happens when this incredible call to love smacks right up against the reality of conflict in our own lives.
And this really gets to the question that tests all of us, doesn't it? It's one thing to love a neighbor who's easy to love, someone who thinks like us, who agrees with us. But what about the neighbor you just fundamentally disagree with? Or what about the person who's hurt you and hurt you deeply? How in the world are we supposed to live out this commandment then?
Listen, this is without a doubt one of the biggest spiritual challenges we will ever face. It's a journey, right? It's a path we're walking, not some destination we just suddenly arrive at. And it's so important to just admit that this is hard, that it requires a grace that's way beyond our own strength. So if you feel this struggle, I want you to hear this. That is not a sign that you're failing. It's actually a sign that you're taking this call seriously. It means you're wrestling with it right in the middle of your real, messy, beautiful life.
So, what do we do when our own will just feels weak, when our hearts feel closed off and resistant? Where do we turn? Well, as we wrap things up here, let's explore how we can find some guidance for this tough path. And we can do that through the simple but incredibly powerful act of prayer.
So just take a moment with me and let these words sink in. God of love, help me see you in my neighbor. Guide me to love amid conflicts. Amen. Now, did you notice something there? This prayer isn't asking for the other person to change. It's not asking for the problem to just magically disappear. It's a prayer for a change in us, in our vision. It's us asking for the grace to see that divine image, that little spark of God that exists in every single person, especially in the ones we find it hardest to love.
When we repeat a simple prayer like this, we're actually creating a little space inside of us for grace to start working. It's like it becomes a compass for our heart, just this gentle, constant reminder that kind of resets our perspective, right? It turns us away from judgment and points us back toward compassion. It's just a really profound way of inviting God right into those tough, maybe even broken spaces in our relationships.
And so, we're going to end here not really with an answer, but with a question for you to just carry with you into the rest of your day. Maybe when you have a quiet moment, on your drive, or during a break, just ask yourself this. Who is the neighbor God is calling me to truly see today? It might be someone at home, someone at work, someone in your community. Who is it that you're being called to love right now as yourself?